Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. You guys have a lot of options out there, I know you do, and you guys chose to choose my channel to watch, so hopefully you find this entertaining, informative, and you can get a lot out of it. So I'm actually going to start doing 2 videos a week. I'm going to do a training type edit video and then an informational video, whether that be a nutritional topic or a lifting strategy, technique, breaking it down for you. So that's my goals, is to try to get 2 videos out a week for you guys. So if you guys like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. Just want to make a difference out there in a positive way, and just try to help as many people through my fitness journey, my experiences in the past, my knowledge. As many of you guys might know, I'm going back for my master's in exercise science at the University of South Florida. So I want to use everything that I gain, all the knowledge I gain, the experience I have through my online coaching, working with my mentor, my friend Dr. Layne Norton, and just everybody in the industry that I learned from. I want to use that information to help present it to you guys in an easy and informative way to break things down and learn on your own, right? Because what good is a journey if you don't learn along the way? The process is just so important, and as much knowledge and information as you can gather for yourself, the better it is going to be for the long run, right? So what I want to show you today is I'm going to be going to some clips later on from some back training, from my recent back training day. And I want to break down kind of some of the cues that I go through, some of the major muscle groups work, and kind of what you can do on your own to try to help increase your back training efficiency, right? I know for myself, and I've talked to many people, the back is one of those areas that it's very difficult for people to develop, right? And you think about it, your back is such an important part of our body, right? We spend so much time nowadays at computers and driving, and we're hunched over, right? Well, what we want to do is we want to spend almost twice as much time on our back, on our pulling, to try to even out that posture, right? Now, why is posture so important? Well, you hear growing up, your mom, your grandma, your parents, everyone's always saying walk with a straight posture, right? Well, why is that? The reason that is so important is because good posture plays so many roles in our everyday functioning, in our life functioning, right? Not just our training. A poor posture can affect your central nervous system. It can even affect your digestive system, believe it or not. So it is very important that you balance out all parts of your body, right? Everybody goes in there, especially guys. We like to go in there, we like to hit chest, right? But nobody really thinks about the back quite as much. They'll hit some deadlifts and stuff, but that's not enough. You need to spend extra time working your back muscles. So now what are some of the major back muscles that you want to worry about really working, right? Well, everybody knows the basics. You got your traps, but your traps do not just run here, guys. They run down the middle of your back as well. And then deep down in there, you have what you call your rhomboids. These are really deep down, kind of stabilizing muscles and everything. You obviously have your lats. People work lats doing pull downs, but your lats actually don't run just right here, right? They actually run down the length of your back. So when you're bent over doing bent over barbell rows, you're working your lats, you're working your rhomboids, you're working your traps, everything. And then deep down in your upper back, you have your infraspinatus and you have your supraspinatus, your teres minor, teres major, all these little stabilizing muscles that not only help give you an overall development for your physique of your back. When those muscles start popping out, when you get to low body fat and everything, it really gives your back an aesthetic looking appeal, right? They're so important though for your posture. Those little muscles, those little help stabilizing muscles, help pull you back, help keep your posture in line, and helps everything in your body. Like I said, your CNS, your digestive system, everything. So take your back training seriously, okay guys? I know that for some people they have a hard time getting that mind-muscle connection in their back and really feeling a strong contraction. I'm one of those myself. So what I have to do is I have to really take my time to warm up. I have to really concentrate and think about each movement, right? Think about the muscle and tendon that I want to work and let that carry over into the heavier weights as you go. The back is a funny beast, right? Because you can grow it without using a lot of heavy weight. The heavier weight you go, sometimes you often, with your rows especially, you start making it more of a bicep pull, and you want to take that out. So I'm going to voice over some of the clips that I'm going to show you here in a little bit as far as from my previous back training. And I'm going to tell you some of the cues that I use in order to help eliminate a lot of that bicep pull that you see and really focus on the targeted muscles that I want to work in the back, right? So I hope you guys enjoy this. Hope you get something out of it. If you guys have any questions at all, please leave them in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and share if you enjoy this. And let me know if there's any topic videos that you specifically have any interest in moving forward. And I'd love to make a video for you to not only help you, because I'm sure there's thousands of people out there that have the same question as you. So without further ado, I'm going to cut into the clips of my back training, voice it over and everything. And I hope you guys get something out of this. For any coaching, training, nutrition, programming, anything, you can contact me at Mathas Fitness, M-A-T-H-A-S, Fitness. My email address is mathasfitness@gmail.com. I'll leave all this stuff in the information below and everything, but I'd love to work with you guys. I love bodybuilding, I love powerlifting, I love nutrition. This has been my life for many years, and I want to help everybody else out there that not make the mistakes that I used to make when I was younger, right? We were all naive and young at one time, did stupid things, but I come from a science-based background, not only through my education, but working with Dr. Layne Norton and other top people in the industry that I've learned from, coaches, motivators, inspirational speakers, things like that, people that are really dug deep into the industry. So please contact me. I'd love to work with you, and I hope you get something out of this back training video. So the first movement I started off with today was a hammer high to low row. What I really like about this is that I can really feel a deep stretch in my mid-back. For me, developing my mid-back has really been an issue for me, and this movement right here, what I concentrate on is just driving my elbows back first, right? And when I get back to that full contraction, just squeeze. Squeeze hard so that you can feel those fibers firing and that you give yourself enough time under tension in order to grow. Then I moved on to a hammer chest supported row. Actually, my friend, fellow BioLane team member, Kabira, at Black Natty, go follow him, really loves this movement. He really kind of got me into this more to develop my mid-back. Really digs down deep in your traps and your rhomboids and really kind of makes that 3D back image that we're all going for bodybuilders. This is just another angle, just to emphasize keeping your chest as firm against the pad as possible, trying to take as much momentum out of this movement. What you really want to do is drop the weight if you need to, but you really just want every muscle in your back firing, from your rhomboids, your traps, your rear delts, your lats, everything. This is one of my favorite rear delt and trap movements. It's a seated face pull. Sometimes I'll use a rope. This day I used a bar here, but I like to go a little bit higher rep here and hold that contraction at the end. And what I'm focusing on here is I'm thinking first, activate my delts, activate my traps, and pull from there. Trying to take as much bicep out of this movement as possible. And when I get to the end of that contraction, that movement, I squeeze hard and try to get the deepest contraction I can find. Here I do some straight arm pull downs. This really is good for your serratus anterior, some of the little stabilizing muscles in your shoulder joint, your infraspinatus, teres minor, supraspinatus. It also works your lats really well. And what I'm aiming for here is to bring this bar straight to my mid-thigh, right? That way you can hold it at the end, get a nice deep stretch in your back, your anterior, your serratus anterior, and your lats. I love this movement, seated row. As you can see, I'm kind of leaning forward a little bit in order to get a little momentum, but that momentum is not taking away from the effectiveness of this workout. I'm concentrating on driving my elbows back first, and when I come to the very end, squeezing and contracting hard, trying to get that bar to touch my belly. Okay guys, so you just got done seeing a voiceover on some of the clips that I had. I hope that helped you guys a lot. Remember, if you're not feeling something in a particular muscle that you're trying to work, you need to find different ways that work for you, right? There's gonna be general strategies out there that people give you, tips, cues, advice that works for them. But what's important is that you take all that information and you experiment, right? You experiment and find what works for you. The cues that I gave you might not necessarily work for you. They work for me. They work for a lot of clients I work with, a lot of people at the gym that I try to help out and stuff. So the main takeaway is you have to do you, right? Whatever's going to work particularly best for you. Everybody has different body styles, setups, different proportions, different levers. All these things come into effect when it comes to training a particular body part. The angle at which you pull. Someone might be able to pull straight on in a horizontal plane, and whereas someone else might need to bend over a little bit more and kind of make more of an upwards motion to feel the same the same contraction for the same muscle group with the same movement. Find what works for you guys. Lifters, bodybuilders, powerlifters, all these guys have been doing it for years, right? It's trial and error. You have to find the specific cues that you are going to remember and that you're going to follow. So if you need any more help, like I said earlier, please contact me. I'd love to work with you with both your nutrition and your coaching. If you have any more topics, any different lifts that you want, I'm obviously going to be going over the major lifts, but if you have a specific one in mind that you particularly like and that you have not seen very many videos on, please contact me. I'd love to help you out. And if I don't know the answer to a question, I've got plenty of resources in order to get that for you. I've got Dr. Lane Norton. I've got other people in the industry that I can turn to and get some information for you guys. So we're all in this together, right? Fitness is supposed to be fun. Let's make it fun. Let's work together. Let's make a community out of this. I thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for more episodes to come, different topics, different segments, and I will be seeing you all soon.